was you in?
Vice Lord.
Ooh. You tatted up with the Vice Lord?
Conservative. Nah, I just been a conservative forever because my granny didn't really want me to get all the tattoos.
Right. Your granny?
Yeah, because my granny was a gangster, but it's like, you know, if you go in the back
wait.
my granny was a real gangster. Like, no, my granny was a real gangster. A real gangster shit.
Money conversations, we've been making business moves. Contemplating how to get it, need to get in tune. Different topics, we got options, you could pick and choose. If more income ain't the outcome, gotta switch the mood. We tryna help you to improve, thanks for asking. Road the richest, speak on broker days and past tense. Wealthy habits, lately I just wanna stack chips. Took a risk and we've been running up a bag since. G-Vast Quest, quick to make a couple G's. Detox, spitting knowledge, put you on your feet. Bug out, got the plate, make sure to pray before you eat. At the table with the winners, come and take a seat.
What up, yo? This is Thanks for Asking Podcast, and yo, we got Antwon Tanner. We out here in California doing our thing, and yo, he came through to bless us with an interview. So yo, Detox, start the show, bro.
Round of applause. Just because we in California, we got to do that just like that. It don't matter. So my question for you is, what was it like growing up? Where did you grow up at?
I'm from Chicago, South Side. Wild Hunters. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You said Wild Hunters. What's that shit was like? That shit had to be crazy.
They used to call the Wild Hunters, the police called it the bloodiest part of the city.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Gangs was so bad back then. Like, that was early 90s, you know what I'm saying? When I was a teenager, that's when gangbanging was it. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody did. How many you could kill, that's what it was. It's like,
that what that neutron thing was going on around that time when you was younger and all that? I don't know the other names, but I don't hear about it as much no more as I used to.
If you was a neutron, that means you just didn't run with nobody. But you put a target on your back because now you had to have like some aid and assistance. So
right.
You know, so a lot of people actually from where I'm from, like even myself included, we got into gangs forcefully. Like we didn't I was around it, but because I grew up on this street, and all my family on this street, if one of my family fight, then they he rolled with them. He one of them.
Guilty
so
by
now,
association.
you know what I'm saying? You guilty by association quickly. So if you going to, you got any funk at another school or whatever, then everybody like, oh nah, he a Vic, he woo, he do this, he do. You like, what? I ain't get blessed in, but you'll get jumped. So now you gotta get blessed in because now you know what I'm saying. You part of it now.
Yeah.
So,
what gang was you in?
Vice Lord.
Ooh. You tatted up with the Vice Lord tattoo?
Nah, I just been a conservative forever because my granny didn't really want me to get all the tattoos.
Right. Your granny?
Yeah, because my granny was a gangster, but it's like, you know, if you go in the
wait.
My granny was a real gangster. Like, no, my granny was a real gangster. A real gangster. She ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying?
She's still alive?
Nah, she left us in 09.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but she was different. She was different. She was those grandmothers that you look on TV and be like, yo, she smoking weed, yo, she got the gun. Yo, that was really my granny.
Wow.
Like, no bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, nah, if you gonna be out here, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. So they knew what we was doing, but they was gonna advise you to do it a certain way so that way, you know what I'm saying, you don't need the tattoos because now the police could recognize you from that. Now they could do this because they could, you know what I'm saying, you don't wanna be, she was a real street lady.
Oh, so she kind of mentored you in that to navigate.
My granny was a real gangster. No bullshit. I got videos of her, I promise you. She was a real gangster.
What about your parents?
Well, my dad, I was actually a side baby. That's the crazy part. Like
side baby?
I was a side baby. My dad was actually married and he got my mom pregnant, and you know, and that was his little side. That was his little side piece. And I'm here.
Did his wife ever find out?
Yeah. She tried to adopt me and everything when I was.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy, but my granny wasn't rolling. So, but she actually raised me. My stepmom, because when I came to California, that's how I got to California. Because my dad lived in California. So when I was 16, I was getting in trouble back and forth in Chicago a lot. And then my mom was like, "You either gonna end up in jail or dead. So I'm sending you with your dad." You know, don't nobody want to live with their damn daddy. You know what I'm saying? Especially at 16, you like. I ain't gonna live with my daddy.
You ain't gonna tell me nothing at this point.
I was living with my granny and my aunt, you know what I'm saying, back and forth between them. And then I came to California, I ain't had no friends, ain't know nobody. All I did was just go to the park and work on my game and got noticed by one of the coaches and he put me on.
How'd you get into basketball then?
Well, I was already hooping in Chicago. You know, we was good, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you hoop and gang bang.
Yeah.
That was all it was to do, you know what I'm saying? So you weren't, you know, you sold dope, try to make you a little extra money, get you a starter jacket.
You sling crack
Jordans.
rocker, you got a wicked jump
That's
shot.
it. Yeah, I had a little bit of both. I never knew I could act though. I found out I could act after I was acting. It was.
Right.
How old was you? How old was you?
I was 18. I booked Sunset Park.
Oh, 18?
Sunset Park, what time is
I booked
it?
Sunset
It's time
Park.
to get loud. It's time to represent.
Yeah, it was ill because when I was out here, I was real good. I was All-American in high school and everything. But
Fucking dope.
I ended up playing in the Drew League and the Say No Classic at the time. And rest in peace, Rod Smith. He ran the Say No Classic. And I went up there, got on the team. I was playing with Long Beach, playing on the team, and then a coach noticed me. Like the shooter's like, yo, they having like auditions for this movie. It's called Coach. That's what it was called at the time. It said it's called Coach, and I think you'll be good because they looking for real ball players. They don't want to have to yell cut and then show the ball going through the room. They want to really get the authentic. They want real players. So I was like, shit, how much you pay? And he was like $100 a day. I was like, what? Sign me up. $100. Bro, let's get it.
Word.
So I went to the basketball tryout. And the basketball tryout was easy because these dudes was bums like they couldn't play. You know, they was actors.
Are you smoking them?
They couldn't play. Like I really played. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't play. So I was just out there. I was out there like toying. Like, but I got into it with Anthony Hall. That's my big brother now. He from Chicago too. The one that was in Blue Chips.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So me and him get into it because he was like, "Yo, calm down, man. It's just a movie." And I'm like, "Shut your ass up." Get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You know him from Chicago?
he from Chicago. I didn't know him in Chicago. I just knew him out here. You know what I'm saying? But then we got into it. But I knew why because we both was from the same place.
Yeah.
So when he say, "I'm gonna say something back," and he gonna say, "Nigga, whatever." You know what I'm saying? So they saw our interaction and they noticed it and they was like, Real Pearlman and Danny DeVito was like, "Oh, we like that." Like, and then I was funny because I was clowning. Like, nigga, you sorry, and so my character was really that character. Like, he was already clowning, so everybody laughing. You know what I'm saying? And then they was like, "Yo, you need to come back and read and audition for the part." And I was like, "Well, shit, how you do that?" I thought I was gonna get the $100. I was just I wasn't coming to do no acting.
You just paying me the ball. I've been doing this already yesterday.
I'm good. Now you might make me lose the part. The 100 is good. But my granny was like, "Look," I called home. I'm like, "Yeah, they want me to come in and read tomorrow." And she was like, "Well, you know how to read, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah, I know how to read." She was like, "Well, shit, if you don't feel like you gonna get it, go anyway." You didn't feel like you was gonna get it in the first place. So go.
Ain't got nothing to lose.
I was like, all right, fuck it. So I went in. They gave me the script the night before, and I had the scene. Cause I never auditioned for my character. I always auditioned for Shorty Doo-Wop, Fredro Starr's character. Yeah. So, but that was the audition scene. So if you didn't get that role, then if you was good enough to get in the top two, they'll give you the additional role. But they never held auditions for my character at all. My character initially, his name was Shooter.
Oh, okay.
But my real nickname on the street for playing basketball was Draino. Everybody called me that. Everybody called me that out here in California.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what they called me. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
So when I went in, I went in and read with Real Permanent. But the night before I studied, and I like this before I knew anything about acting. I never took an acting class, nothing a day in my life. I just was a hood nigga. I was a hood nigga. That's it. That's all I did. It was hood shit. And so I was like, I read, this girl helped me like study it, and then I was like, okay, cool. They ain't gonna let me use the paper, so I gotta make sure I'm good. I had no idea what the audition was. I went to the audition the next day. I didn't use the paper, but I got in there, and then I got starstruck. True story, I got starstruck.
By who?
I saw Real Pearlman. My granny loved her because from Cheers, that was one of her favorite shows. And Taxi. So she loved it.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
I like all them Cheers.
So I come in, I'm like,
Danny DeVito wife.
I'm reading with her, and then I was like, yo, you the lady from could you sign this? It's in the audition. I get her to sign it. I'm gonna mail this back to my granny. So you know how long ago this was. When I mailed the audition. I'm gonna mail it back. You know what I'm saying?
Early 90s.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna mail this back to my granny. That's gonna be dope. So the whole time I'm like talking to them, I done fucking forgot the whole shit that I've been practicing all night. So I'm listening. So they like, okay, cool. Well, you're gonna read with her, and then it's gonna be cool. And then I was like, all right. She said the first line, and I just drew a blank, and I was like, fuck, I forgot all of this shit. I'm like, let's start over. So she did it again, and I just said it in my own words, like how I was saying.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: reading. So when you're reading something, there's not a teleprompter behind you. Everything is all memories.
Oh,
you gotta
that's why I like
lines.
it like it was back in the day. I don't really like the self-tape and all of that shit now. It's like it's not the same.
The self-tape?
Because you need to feel the energy of the room. You got the directors, you got producers, you got the writer. The writer actually sitting there looking at you to see if you could bring to life what he wrote.
Oh, somebody
see what I'm saying? Like it'll literally be like all of y'all sitting right here and I'll be standing up audition. You see what I'm saying? And everybody taking notes and then y'all will be recording.
They
do it on their phone or they set up a session.
I don't really like that either.
Yeah, but this is how I learned because when I went in there and she did what she did and I forgot and I did the whole scene in my own words. So when I did it in my own words, I was like, damn, I left up out of there and was like, fuck, I fucked that up. Yeah. So I'm on the bus on my way back home. I had like 8 buses to catch because it was way
damn.
And I'm in El Monte. See what I'm saying? I'm sitting in Mexico. 8 buses. I'm gonna be on the bus for about 4 or 5 hours just to get back home. So I was just like mad the whole time. I got my Walkman on. I don't want to listen to my little tapes and shit. I fucked that up. But fuck it, I ain't think I was gonna get it. No, I just hope the $100 ain't out the door.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
The 100.
Yeah, exactly.
I got home. My dad was like, yo, some white lady keep calling. She said, no matter what time you get home, call her back. She got an 818 number and watch when you dial it because that's long distance. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know what no white lady. He like, did you get in some trouble or something? Like, no, he said the lady done called like 6 times and I'm gonna stay up and see what you got going on. I said, I don't know no white lady that been calling. She calling. She like, she know your name. Her name is Bonnie Lakey. This was my agent. The lady who like got me into the audition. She said she was representing me. So I was just like, okay, and she's a really big agent. I had no idea.
Prior to that, you didn't know her.
Yeah, I had no idea.
How'd you meet her?
My boy Ron Johnson, he was in Zebrahead and Sister Act 2. Okay. The rapper, that was my boy. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you need an agent to say they represent you in order to go to the audition. So I was like, so I used his agent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but she was blowing me up that night, like just kept calling the house. Because, you know, all we had back then was if you had a beeper, you know what I'm saying? But you had to wait till I'm on the bus. I ain't got 50 cents to use the payphone, so I can't call you till I get to the crib.
Or that $100.
Yeah, that's it. So I got home and I kept calling. She was just like, congratulations, you booked it. They said you were so natural. You were really good. And I was like,
right.
I booked what? I didn't know what book meant. You know, I was like, I booked what? She was like, you got the lead role in the movie Coach. I was like, I did? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, cool. I said, so how much do that pay? And she's like, well, we haven't got that far yet, but it's gonna be good money, you know. But congratulations, like you booked it, that's so dope, you know. I was like,
more than that 100.
All right, cool. So I told my dad, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make 100 a day, you know, because I didn't know she didn't tell me nothing. Right. So I figure I'm just gonna be the basketball dude, because I know damn well I didn't book that role. Yeah. Because I fucked the whole everything up. I said it in my own words. It was close to the script, but it wasn't the script. Yeah. But she was just like, it was natural. That's because I didn't know the shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. My bad. You know what I'm saying? So then they was just like, yo, y'all got like basketball practice, and then you got rehearsal, and you got a table read coming up. So I went to the table read, but my character Shooter had no lines. He had like 3 lines the whole movie. So it was like, I never said nothing because that's when I realized I didn't get it. Fredro had booked Shorty Doo-Wop, and they gave me Shooter. And then Seth, that was the writer, he came in and was like, yo, what do they call you? I said, everybody call me Draino. And he was like, yo, that's dope. So then the next day when we got the new script, it said Draino on the page. So I was like, oh shit, that's dope. Like they gave me my name.
That's crazy. Like, yo, so everybody in the hood looking at you like, yo, I know Draino, literally.
That's what they call me. But it came from Hoop, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a shooter, so they called me, you know, they were like, yo, Draino, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was it. You know what I'm saying? I got my name at the Drew League. George the announcer gave me my name when I was like 16. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So I just carried it. You know what I'm saying? I kept it. You know, but that was cool. Like that was my very first, like I was literally off the couch, like just raw. I had no, I didn't know what blocking was when I got to set. I didn't know how to look. They had to teach me how to like deliver your line to where the camera could see you, and you know what I'm saying? Because I'd just be natural. Just like, yo, what up? I can't see you. I can't see you. That's not it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it was like I had two really big mentors on that. Talent Harris, that, you know what I'm saying, the comedian from New York, that's my dog. Him and Terrence Howard, they taught me the business. Like,
oh, really?
Because I used to stay, a lot of times I used to stay the night with either Terrence Howard or Talent, because they lived in West LA, and I didn't have a car to get back and forth to
where you was at?
Nothing, because I was on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? They was like 25, 26. I'm 17. You know what I'm saying? So they like, come on, man, we pull you under the wing. Good brothers, man. I love them. Dude. My brothers for life. Like, so.
Yo, give a shout out to them, man.
For real. Terrence Howard, he put me on a lot.
I know them doing comedy.
Yeah, he taught me a lot. Yeah, Talent and Terrence, he taught me a lot. Like just about the game, like just period. Like don't get caught up out here trying to be famous. Get your money. It's a business. You are the business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he would come at me different. So I was like, okay. So that's why I kind of never really got into the Hollywood scene.
Right.
Like you never seen me at, you know, I heard they were fun. You never seen me at Jamie Foxx party. Or
you never went to the Viper Room?
Yeah, I never been to none of that because I didn't get invited, but you know.
Yeah. You wasn't trying to be over there.
But the thing was with me too, I'm a hood dude.
Yeah.
So it's out of my element. I'm not really comfortable around it because it's so fake. Yeah. And I know my attitude. I'm gonna say something. Yeah. Because like, man, get the fuck out of here. Don't nobody want that. Then it's a problem. Now I'm the troublemaker. I'd rather go to the hood in Compton, play dominoes, play basketball, where I know what's going on. I can see, you know what I'm saying? I just always been more comfortable around that environment. I'm older now, so I'm away from, you know, but I still go play dominoes on Tuesdays. I just play with different people with different mindsets. The mindset ain't the same. But you know what I'm saying? It's good though. It's good for me, but I just never was a Hollywood dude. Yeah.
So when did you feel like that you had it, like to keep going? Like you said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna start acting.
Well, they started after Sunset Park. They started sending me out for stuff, and then I kept booking shit, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever I'm doing, they like it. So I'm gonna just keep it close to home. When I really realized it, rest in peace, Richard Roundtree. I did 413 Hope Street. And I was kind of pissed actually because that was Damon Wayans' first show that he did. Him and Eric Lanville, we did it on Fox. It's a really big fucking show. Dope show. Like y'all go back and look at it. I think you can only find it on YouTube. You gotta look up 413 Hope Street and you'll see 4 episodes. That's the only place you can find it. And that's where people like reposted it. You can't even get it nowhere else. But we got Emmy considerations and everything for it. But what happened was Damon Wayans had a deal with NBC because he wanted Fox to take My Wife and Kids, and he also wanted to produce the drama. But I don't think Fox was offering him as much money as NBC was offering him. So it was like, if you don't, we just gonna shelf the show on Fox and let you go to NBC. So the show never got canceled. We just got shelved after they played 10 episodes.
So that was a power move. Like,
he went to My Wife and Kids. I mean, it was good for him, but the show was amazing.
Was that his movie? Well, I mean,
that was his show. Yeah, Damon Wayans wrote it, and it was a drama. It was a drama, a black drama. Such a good show.
413 Hope Street.
413 Hope Street.
Let me before we, I just wanted to ask like one question. If you don't mind bringing it up, like how much was it at that time? Like, was it like money that make you be like, oh shit, I never looked at it like this.
Not in the black world. If you went and got white money, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Because see, on the show, like, for example, okay, I was on when I did the Parkers and-
Hold on. When did you do the Parkers? Like, how far was that from
that was like 97.
Oh, so that was right there. That was right there.
Everything is right around the same.
I did Moesha, the Parkers, I did all of them.
After Sunset Park.
Yeah, I did all of them. It was right after. So, but at the time, I think they paid me $10,000 an episode to do the 2 episodes I did on the Parkers, right? So what it was supposed to be was they was gonna do something for sweeps. I never forget it because we went to All Star that weekend in DC, and they was like, if the fans write in and say they like you, then we're gonna bring your character on for an arc. Sign you as a series regular, pay you. So I'm like, cool. But for black actors at that time, and I think that's still like relevant now, you know what I'm saying? That is, they used to have, because my manager was Robbie Reed, and she used to show me a lot of stuff. She'd be like, you see what they offer the black actors? The black actors are offered this, they could start at scale. Then you get to a white actor's name, and it's a number by that name. So that was his floor. Our floor was always scale. That mean they always gonna try to pay us the least amount. Right. You know what I'm saying? But them, you could call their agent and their agent and hang up in your face for not offering him at least $5,500 a day. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And they'll call back like, okay, all right, can we do 7? We never really had the negotiating power. When you went over to, if you was black on a white show, the money was so different. It was like $10,000 an episode. I got killed on the show because they didn't want to pay me at least the same that I was making. Right. So I got killed on the comedy. Wow. Damn. They blew me up on an oil rig. Oh my character God. Never showed back up. I promise you, go back and watch it. It's called Loves and Hisses and Baby Girl. I think those are 2 episodes I did on the Parkers. And they killed me. So my character blew up on an oil rig.
Oh, for the Parkers. This happened
right. Because they didn't want it. So I'm like, well, at least pay me the same as what y'all was offering. You know what I'm saying? At least give me the 10. Don't go down to 3,500. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, you know. So at that time, it was like the music business. You know, the artist was famous but broke.
Yeah, that's what bugs me out. Like, what makes you keep going when it's like that? Like, know what I'm saying?
You think feel like you get church?
Yeah,
right?
Because it's always the idea of you build your resume, then you get the right joint, then you get in the right circles, and then boom. Then you're gonna be rewarded for it. But you gotta build your resume, baby steps. But I didn't have baby steps. I stepped in to number 3 on the call sheet. You know what I'm saying? And it just didn't stop. It just kept going and kept going. But when I did 413 Hope Street, that's when I first really learned how to act. Cause it was just like, I was playing something different. And what happened was I did the pilot. My character was a gangster. He killed a little boy for some shoes. You know what I'm saying? So that was easy to play. Yeah. It's like, yo, what up, nigga? I like them shoes. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's run, you chase them down. Get that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. That's easy to play. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. So, but what they was gonna do was, they was like, Twan, if you do, like when I read the pilot, I said, this show is good. It's gonna get picked up. Yeah. I said, but I don't want to kill myself on the first fucking episode. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do it. So Eileen McKnight was like, nah, Twan, they want to bring the character back, but this is like, you don't see the arc. They want to bring the character back, but now the character's going to be a Muslim, and he's going to be changed, but when he come, where the little boy got killed at, they're going to donate this building and call it's the Hope Center. Okay. So it's 413 Hope Street. That was the Hope Center. Gotcha. So the dad was going to take over the building, dedicated to the memory of his son, and he had like outreach programs to where how him and his son wasn't close. He was, you know, it was different like drug programs, and it was a really good show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like, and they're gonna bring the character back, and they just gonna hire you. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
Hire you in the same facility, and you're the one who
and I get I get the same like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the same character, but now I have like 6 or 7 episodes. So I was like, okay, cool, that works. Yeah. I'll do that. I came in and did it. We did the pilot. Pilot got picked up. Boom. When they got to like episode 3 or 4, when it was time for my character to come in, they made me audition. Oh, wow. What? So I was pissed. I was like, why do I have to audition for this? Like, this is why I didn't want to do the pilot. I created this part, honestly. Yeah, I didn't want to do the pilot because it is. That's why. But now y'all gonna make me audition for it? So I was mad. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna go book this shit just because these motherfuckers not gonna give me the part. Like, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what it was, and it wasn't like it was bad feeling. I know the show was gonna get picked up because when I read it, I said it's good. Yeah. It's that good. Damon Wayans doing some drama, run it. That nigga's on to something. That shit is good. I went in and read. So I went in. They had like 5 or 6 other people in there, and I was just like pissed because I'm like, y'all really gonna change me out like y'all did Moms on fucking Fresh Prince. Oh man, y'all gonna just change me out like immediately. So I was like, That's fucked up. So I just focused that night and was like, but it was the first time I was playing something different.
Yeah.
Like it was totally different. Right. So I was just like, yeah, but I'm gonna focus, I'm gonna book this shit. So, and I think I mainly booked it because I was angry. So I went in there and I was focused, did that shit. When I left, they called before I got in the car. It was like, he got it. He good. And but I still was kind of lunching a little bit because when I would get to set, that's when I would look at my shit. Cause that's what I always had to do on. Yeah. I was doing what everybody else was doing from like Sunset Park and everybody looked at it when they got there. You know what I'm saying? But this was something different. Right. So it fucked me up because I'm looking at it when I got to set, like, but it was a lot. And I'm like, damn, I don't remember all of this. And then they changed some of the stuff. So when we got to the makeup trailer, Richard Roundtree, he was sitting in his, getting his makeup and stuff done. And I sat down because I was getting a haircut.
Richard Roundtree is Shaft, right?
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, I sat down and he just started talking to me. But he was just talking out loud, but it was the scene. And nobody in the room knew it, but I knew it because I had just looked at it. And he was just like, yeah, I think it was like 1975 when I did da-da-da-da-da. So the makeup ladies, they all listening. And I'm just like, word. And I responded. And they was like looking at me like, you rude for interrupting him. But they didn't know that it was the scene. But that shit was so, I'll never forget that moment, how I felt. I just was like, damn, he on his shit. Like, this nigga's a beast. That's when I knew it was levels. Yeah. I knew it was levels. At that point, I was just like, and I'm not there yet. God, I left about it. They was like, you being rude, why you interrupting him? He's like, nah, he's good. And he kept talking to me. I don't know how he knew that I wasn't on the same page with him. But the shit that he did, I got up and I went right back to my trailer after that. And I just focused. When we got on set, I was ready. Bro. When I was ready, he was like, you got good instinct. You need to go with your instinct, but you need to be more prepared. Just what he told me. I don't know how he didn't know I wasn't prepared, but he felt it. You know what I'm saying? So when he did that shit, it was a whole different focus for me after that game.
Switch just went on.
That's when I knew that I could do it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I started getting like and I was working with big people, but I wasn't intimidated. Yeah. Just because and I think playing ball helped me because you know, when you want to play against the best nigga. When you feel like you good. That's a fact. You're not scared. They like, he in the NBA. Good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going at his ass. Like,
with that confidence.
Yeah, I was not scared. So it was like, and I know he was here. That motherfucker's man, rest in peace. He was a beast. You know what I'm saying? But he knew his shit. Him and that director, I was just like, yo, they bought something out of me. He was able to, it fucked me up though, because it sent me to another side and my body was like, I got locked in the character for a minute. I didn't know how to, but you don't know how to control it. That's why a lot of actors, you see a lot of motherfuckers commit suicide.
That's a fact. Jim Carrey was talking about.
Yeah, they do that because if you get out of that, it's an out of body experience. So when you get out of body, you just kind of like, oh shit, you gotta really.
Like that shit is real, like
shit is very real, bro. Because if I don't believe it, how you gonna believe it?
Right. You don't know how to be yourself no more when you do it so much. You don't know how to be yourself.
That shit is different, and you feel real vulnerable. Like it's crazy. It's a crazy feeling. You don't want to be around your kids. You can't be around your family. It's just like you got to really like detoxing. Right. Oh, wow. And just like, oh shit, okay, especially cool. Now I can come back really to myself. Right? Yeah, it's real different. So it's like, but that was the first time that had ever happened to me. So I think I was learning a lot though. You know what I'm saying? Because it was really fucking my body up. Because I really was like, oh shit, like you know what I'm saying?
You believe that shit?
Oh yeah, you got to.
You gotta believe it.
You gotta believe it.
To be real. Right?
I gotta make you believe it.
Yeah.
If I don't believe it, you ain't gonna believe it.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And the thing is, us in the hood, we grow up, we always the worst critics. If they got a movie that's based on some shit that happened in New York, y'all gonna watch that movie and be like, that ain't happened, man. We don't even talk like that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What they wearing?
Nah, that's some bullshit.
We wouldn't do that. We wouldn't even say that. Who says that? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you watch it. So you got to think about all of that the hood is going to critique you even more. So you got to be that. And when you go there, there's no repercussion. You know what I'm saying? There's no repercussion behind this. So if you this killer, this gang, you really become that dude because there's no repercussion behind it. Right. Period. You just like, I'm him. That's it. That's all. What y'all going to do about it? And you really be by yourself. Like, you really be out of bounds. But you be like, oh shit. But once you know, but I know a lot of actors that, you know, they take like pills. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
Because
Heath Ledger had that issue. Like,
he did.
You know what I'm saying? That Batman issue, like that acting was insane.
It's not easy to turn it on and off. It's not easy. Once you figure out how to do it, then it's like it's a relief. Like me, I just did a show where we did like a short. I think I sent it to you with the little girl. I play an abusive dad. I hate this nigga.
Right.
But I have to play him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I had to play him, I was on 10. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like even what we shot, I gave you PG-13
right. Oh, wow.
of what he could be. But we did what he could be. And then I gave him that just so we had something to edit. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a switch. And once you learn how to like, cause literally I could have now because I know how to control it, I could literally have a really emotional scene and we crying and tears. And then I'm like, yo, what's for lunch? Who got this so-and-so? I could pop out now. But before it's hard to pop out.
You ever think about like taking a movie like you just talking about, being an abusive dad, and that kind of like messes your character or pigeonholes your character to like a certain type of view?
That's if you get typecast, because sometimes you'll play that character so well, and
that's you.
People
really
won't like you.
As that, right? And we won't like you.
People won't like you.
Won't like you, right?
I did a movie called, I think it was Who Can I Run To, and I was like, my character was like it was a church. It was like a church movie, kind of for like one of the networks. I think it was Up TV, or one of them networks. But it was mainly like Christian. But my character was like.
So dirty, they like.
He was cheating on his wife, and he was bringing the other girl to the house and sleeping in the guest room with the other girl, and she'd catch him in the kitchen, and he'd be like, "Bitch, go lay down." Like, you know what I'm saying? Man. And I was at the store one day, and some ladies came up and was like, "Yo, you didn't have to do that girl like that." And I've never seen it. I don't know what they was talking about. But people really believe it. So it was like, damn, I'm sorry. That was like, they was like, I mean, I know you acting and stuff, but.
They still don't
was really mean. Right. You have to do all of that. It's like you went above and beyond. I was like, I had to make you believe it. But I ain't gonna lie, he was mean as shit. I would have slapped the shit out of dude. That was my sister on everything. But
that's crazy.
Yo, how do you control that? Like,
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I just can now. You know what I'm saying? I can now. But at first, I didn't understand it. It was weird.
Did you know you was doing it?
I had no idea. It's an out of body experience. It's a total out of body experience, and but some of that shit could get you fucked up, because at that time I had did a movie called Sun Chaser with Woody Harrelson, and my character name was Smokes, but Smokes he was tatted up crazy. He had 8 teeth. He had a 1 and an 8 on his eyelid.
Oh my God!
And they did all the fake tattoos. Yeah. But because they didn't want to have to apply them every day, the tattoos was on me. Only thing could wash it off was baby oil. I could take a shower, soap and everything.
That's crazy.
The only thing that could wash that off was baby oil.
Right. Wow.
So I could use lotion, but no baby oil. Baby oil was the only thing that could take the tattoos off.
Wow.
So we didn't have to do 2 hours of tattoos every day. You know what I'm saying? But I was tatted. Then it was hot as hell in the summer, and I was going to go hoop. Left straight from the set, forgot I had the tattoos on. I'll take my shirt off, nigga. We in the gym hooping, and what's happening? And I was like, fuck you talking about? And I got 18 right here, I got tears. I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Listen, it's a movie I'm doing. I'm in the wrong neighborhood for this. Like, it was like, I was like, my bad. It was like, yo, when you from 18th, homie? I was like, 18th? Fuck is you talking about? Chicago. I got 18 everywhere. All on my back, chest, everything. I was like, yeah, I done did some, I worked a lot. I've worked a lot. I've been blessed. I came from me, like coming from nothing, just being a ball player and then just.
Yeah, like you didn't go to college for this and that.
Nothing,
man.
Never took an acting class.
You never took acting class?
Nope, never took an acting class. I just study, I just steal. From all the big niggas. I steal from Denzel, steal from him, steal from Charles Dutton, steal from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Steal from Andre Bauer. Like I steal, you just take a little bit of everything that they got and make your own, come up with your own. I just basically, like Denzel, he says real actors don't act, they just be. You know what I'm saying? Richard Roundtree, he said go with your instincts.
You told me that too when we did our scene. You told me that.
Charles Dutton says, slow it down, make it you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, take a little bit, a piece from what everybody told me. And Sam Jackson always said, fuck the line, know the scene, nigga.
That's good. No, that's good.
I swear to God, he told me that one day. He was like, I was like, how do you study? You got a photographic memory? He's like, hell no, I might. But fuck the line, know the scene. I said, what do you mean by saying that? Like, I don't understand. Because Sam is a big, a debater. Right. Like, he'll debate you. So you just like, but I want to learn. So I'm like, so what's going on, big homie? He was like, all right, you walk in the bar, you see a girl. You know what I'm saying? You want to holler at her. That's the scene. What's the lines? And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, that makes sense. And so he would be like, okay, now he gave me another example. He's like, okay, so if I give you this script right now and I let you read it for 5 minutes, I'm going to take it away from you. You know it already. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know all this shit. I mean, I know kind of like over what it is. He said, okay, so what is it about? I said, well, the dude came in, the girl said this, da-da-da-da-da. So how the fuck you gonna tell me that you don't know the scene? You don't know the lines. You just told me the lines.
Right.
So now he like, so now you have to, so now I have to like go back and just tighten it up. That's it. I go back and tighten everything up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, got it. So now, literally, when I study now, I may get 8 pages. I just read the 8 pages like 2 times and I put that shit down. I don't even look at it no more for the rest of the day because it's gonna go over in your head. You just paraphrasing everything in your head, so you kind of know the scene. And then it's like, now let me go back, and because now you can put it in your own words.
That's good.
You can put it in your own words, but now it's in your own words of how you say it. But then you go back and now you look at the lines and you can tighten it up to make everything flow. And now you're like, oh, okay, cool. And then now when it comes off, when you come and read it, then everybody like, damn, it just sounds like you. Don't sound like you reading. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I did a movie with them and a lot of people sounded like they was reading off the paper.
Yo, I was getting ready to say that.
And I was like, no.
Yo, you stopped the whole shit by saying like, yo, y'all don't know how to act. Straight like this. Y'all don't know how to act. Y'all gotta how did you like react instead of acting? React. And when you did the scene with me, you was like, yo, don't do it like that, bro. You was like, let me lead it. So you let it, right? So I'm feeding off of you. I'm not remembering my lines because I'm so thinking about my lines, it's throwing me off. Like, damn, I can't remember the lines. So you like, don't worry about the lines. Just do the scene.
Just react.
And that's how we did it. Because I was like, oh, that's crazy.
And that shit was way more natural.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. It was
that's
like,
a fact.
Because Sam them, they'll put you to the test. I remember Sam would be doing crazy shit. He'd be dancing behind the camera. This is a real scene. He like looking at you. And you'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and then on his coverage, you be real serious. And he didn't give a fuck what you did. His response was gonna be the same. And I was like, that's fucking dope as shit that he could do. Like, how could you do that? So like just me, for me, I learned a lot from a lot of people because I worked a lot. So you know, I'm practicing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm practicing, but I'm also watching. I'm on the camera, I'm behind it. I go to Video Village, I watch and see how they did that. It's like, okay, he did that. Okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning. So I just been a student. I've been a student of the game from day one. You know what I'm saying?
You dope though, bro. You dope. Everything you do, you be dope with that shit. I ain't lying.
So I had to be natural with it though.
So what was the next big movie for you? Was it
I did Sunset Park first. I did the Sun Chaser. I did Sun Chaser before that. Sun Chaser with Woody Harrelson and John Seda. I did. Then I started doing. I did a few sitcoms, and then what other movie did I book that was big? I did The Wood.
Did The Wood come before? What's that?
Wood was '98.
You did Coach Carter too, right? Coach
Carter was until 05.
That was 05.
No, what's the other TV show? When did you do that One Tree Hill? Was that before?
One Tree Hill was 03.
Oh,
that was 2000. I started early 90s. I started 94 was my first with Sunset Park.
Yeah.
So it took me 10 years to book Coach Carter. But when I did One Tree Hill, the same producers that does One Tree Hill did Coach Carter. So it's Mark Swan and them. That's who, you know.
Spike Lee
Mike
type
Tolan,
shit.
Brian Robbins, they did it.
A lot of times they keep taking the same people.
That's what Spike Lee do that.
But
shit.
them was my boys, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, them was my boys, and they was like, Twan, you know, we did a couple pilots that didn't get picked up. And they was just like, we gonna find one, So we just kept pushing. And when they finally got, you know, Book of Ravens, which ended up being One Tree Hill, then they was like, yo, Twan, you gotta audition. I went to the audition. I didn't even audition. I walked in the room, we talked about basketball, and they was like, we'll see you on the 10th. You can fly out to North Carolina and go do the show. And I was like, I'm the only nigga on the show? It's all white people? Right. It was like, yeah. I said, well, how you gonna have the only one nigga on the show and it's about basketball? That don't even make no sense. So Swan was like, nah, they coming. You good? I was like, all right, I'm seeing how this shit work out. You know what I'm saying? It ended up being a big show. So I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Was that the show? Which one changed your life as an actor? Like, where the people looked at you different? Like
One Tree. I could say One Tree because they got to watch something every week. They got to see you every week. You know,
they got mad seasons. It got mad seasons.
Yeah, we did 9 seasons.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to say nothing, but it looks like we might get a reboot. You know what I'm saying? So the reboot come, we good. Like, and I think it's happening. I think it's like 99% of the way done already. So
you heard it first.
When that
you definitely did.
When that does what it does, then we should be fine. Because I mean, it's actually a no-brainer to do the show because our fan base has been growing over the years after the show been off the air because of streaming.
Started becoming a cult classic now.
Man, we just did a convention a couple of weeks ago, and the conventions are still doing numbers. And it's like, and I had to ask a question. I was like, well, how many people just started watching One Tree Hill in the last 2 years? And it was, everybody clapping.
Recently, right?
So
Wow.
like, damn, so these are new fans.
Yeah.
So they see my character as young, and then when they see me on Instagram, they're like, I didn't know you had kids that old. I'd be like, you wasn't even born when the show was on.
Yeah.
You know, you 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
Show been off the air since 2012. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you wasn't even born, or you was a baby. You wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? You didn't know how to talk yet.
That shit is
but now
true,
they
though.
real fans.
Because my daughter, she's what, 16 now? She watches Moesha in Sister, and it's like every summer she binge watches all them shits and be like, oh, I want to go back to the 90s. I want to dress like the 90s. And I was like,
What it is basically it's a cult following.
Yeah.
And so once you have that cult following, they tried to cancel One Tree Hill, man, for years. They'll switch us to a different time slot, a different day.
Man.
So like usually we on Tuesday night, which is the big night. Tuesday or Thursday night was the big night in TV, 8 o'clock. That's
Thursday, because Martin used to
Tuesday
know
and Thursday night, 8 o'clock. That was it. That was
the
the slot. Like 8, 9, 10, like those slots was big because the Midwest, they targeted the Midwest and the East Coast because it gets cold.
You inside.
Everybody at home. They could track everything with the Nielsen's ratings and keep up with how many viewers they got so they could sell their stuff to the advertisers. You know what I'm saying? So Friday nights at 8 o'clock, ain't nobody home watching TV. Niggas be ready to go to the club. They you know, people out shopping. They moved our show to Friday night, 8 o'clock. So when they start moving you around, you know they trying to cancel.
Yeah, Friday, that's a bad time, right?
That's
hard.
So we was losing numbers. But the numbers start increasing no matter where they put us at. Because we had a cult following.
Yeah.
So the cult following, no matter where they was gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? So the numbers, so then they was like, damn, we can't get rid of this damn show. No matter what they did, they couldn't get rid of the show because the show was just good.
Just making money.
Yeah, the show was good. Did numbers. So I think it would be a no-brainer not to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I kind of know why we didn't continue because a lot of the actors was trying to branch off and do other things, you know what I'm saying, at the time because the industry was movies. It was a curse basically to be on a TV show back then. That's why I was never a series regular early on. I was never a series regular from season 1 through 4. I just recurred because they was like, what you want to do is get a movie career. And I was booking movie after movie after movie. So they was like, nah, let him do movies because the movies you can become a superstar. Then you can have your own show. And then you go from there. You know what I'm saying? That was the standard. But now you see a lot of the big actors doing series.
I feel like that started with Kevin Spacey with the House of Cards and all that, and that shit.
He was kind of after.
He was huge.
But yeah, he was kind of after. But they had already started doing it. Because they started getting like the
NCISs and stuff, they started getting bigger actors and stuff like the Lawrence Fishburnes and stuff like that.
That's what started when they went to that was just like ER. That's when they started.
Oh yeah, because Makai was on there.
Makai went to ER, and Makai was strictly doing film at first. He wasn't doing those shows. It was like a curse for us back then to do those shows.
I remember who said that? Will Smith said he'll never do a show again or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't want to do a show because he was, it was a 9 to 5. It was a 9 to 5. So that's why a lot of people don't. But now it's set up so different. Like, you could block shoot for like 2 months and shoot the whole season. And then you got the rest of the year off, but you done made your money for them 2 months.
That's dope.
You got paid for the whole year. So you go, you know, like now the good thing is we got that raise after the strike. So you might make $3-4 million in 2 months and don't have to work the rest of the year.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So you're like, oh damn, just 2 months was cool. I'm on vacation the rest of the year. Then if you get something else, now you can still go from show to show. You can still do this because they was block shooting. 2 months, boom, then this show, block shoot for 2 months. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to hopefully do One Tree Hill and then the show that I'm producing where I'm the abusive dad, then I could do that on my downtime. And still coincide so I could I could overlap so I could have One Tree Hill on the air and then I could promote for my fans to go watch Mad World. You know what I'm saying? So they go watch Mad World and they like, so you get that dual, you know, that dual fan base.
Let me ask you this. You bring up the actors strike. How did you feel about that and how did you feel it ended? Are you happy or was it like nobody won, so it was a good deal, a good negotiation?
I mean, I think it's good in a sense because we did get some money that's put towards our pension, and we did get money that was put towards other stuff. Like we got a raise, like so. The standard was $70,000 an episode for half-hour shows, and now it's $150,000 for series regulars for hour shows.
Black or white?
That's a it's like a floor. That's where you negotiate at. You know what I'm saying? So that's good but basically to me, I just feel like they're gonna pay the talented, but the less talented that already had put in the work, they won't get a bigger piece of the pie, which they should. Because the work is already done. Classics never die. And that's the problem that they having right now, because what we essentially asked for was 2% of the streaming revenue, and they said no. And then they said, okay, we'll take 1%, and they said no. So at any business that you're doing, who says no to 1%? But there's reasons behind why they said no to that 1%.
Why you think?
Because it's too much money to be given.
Even the 1%.
1% is too much money. So you got to do it this way. For example, if I got 1% of the streaming revenue, like if we got 1% of the streaming revenue, Netflix alone makes $40 billion a month.
Right.
If you get 1% of that, that's $40 million. Don't sound like $40 billion, but you're getting $40 million. But $40 million is not a lot of actors. Right. So we fall on a totem pole. So you got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So if me as a working actor, 85% of actors are unemployed anyway. 15% of SAG is what keeps us alive. I'm one of them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would get a bigger split of that 40 million than the second tier or the third tier. So let's just say if I'm getting in the top 100 of that split of that revenue, that's $400,000 a month. Just for me. So that's $4.8 million a year. That's just for Netflix. I'm not talking about Roku or Hulu or
Tubi.
Now let's add all the rest of them together, and I still make $400. Now I'm making $9.6 million a year on streaming revenue walking to the mailbox.
Wow.
Oh no, they not giving you that.
I'm also one of the actors from the 90s. Who also, we revolutionized TV. We changed TV because before it wasn't a lot of black producers and writers and directors. They said we couldn't do it. But Ice Cube showed you different. John Singleton showed you different. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those.
What's the guy who did the Parenthood?
Robert Townsend. All 90s.
Man,
So you got to think about it. In the 90s, we had all the black, it was all black sitcoms on. Probably 20 of them. And I could probably name 10 of them. Moesha, the Parkers, the Wayans brothers, In the House,
Family Matters,
hanging with the Mr. Cooper,
like Different World.
You could just name them.
It was probably we don't have a lot of black shows anymore.
They said we don't. But that's what I'm saying. So they told us that we couldn't. But we showed different. Friday, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society,
Poetic Justice,
all of those movies were black productions. They said we couldn't. So now that whole generation, if they give us that type of money, what is that generation gonna do? Create, because that's what they've been doing. They're gonna create, and if they create, that puts a stronghold on the business,
and puts them in
because the studios is competition now. They're not gonna give, because the one thing that stops actors from doing their own projects is what?
Money.
That's it. So why give it to them and let them do it? It makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? So that's why that stronghold was so hard on that 1%, because you talking about cats that, and the way the world is set up now is we're connected to the world. We're not connected to just the U.S. no more. We don't know what's happening over there. But you got to think about it. It just makes sense as you get to be an adult that the U.S. is one continent. It's 6 other ones.
Right.
And they all watch TV. So that means it's 6 times the money being made, 6 times more money being made out there that we don't know about. Because they're not gonna never let us look at the books to see what that money is. So just if you just do it based on, and what I'm talking about is small pennies. When I'm saying Netflix has 2 billion subscribers a month that pays $20, that's $40 billion a month in just subscription money. And if we want 1%, we get 40 million. We're not even getting that. We was getting 0.0004% of that.
Not even
Yeah, it's not even that. So the thing that I was concerned about was, what is the percentage that we getting on the streaming revenue? That's what I want to know. Because I matter, because I have hundreds of projects on streaming now. Streaming revenue. A lot of people may not have that many projects on streaming. They might have 1 or 2 projects, but they don't really understand. A lot of people would do these independent movies and they just sell it to Netflix like, yo, I made my money, I'm good. No, but you're not looking at any given moment now, somebody could go viral for anything. You could have a video with your dog, and now all of a sudden you're trending. When you trend, your streams go up. And when your streams go up, they get paid and you get 13 cents. But you might do 100 million streams because now you're famous again. Because because we're connected to the world. Now, right? You see what I'm saying? So any little thing, that's why I'm trying to produce my own show, put my show on. All I need to do is put it on a platform and get 1 million subscribers worldwide. That's nothing.
Mad world, right?
That's nothing. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, so for example, let's just say I put like 6 or 7 people from One Tree Hill on a show that I'm doing, and maybe grab like a Nicki Minaj to come do a appearance for me on the show as an actress. Well, and in their contract, I say they have to just promote it on their social platforms. That's it. They put it on there. I get 1 million people in the world, but I'm pitching it to 100 million people. Right. You see what I'm saying? I only need 1%. I need 1% to fuck with me. Right. And that's $30-40 million a month. That's the type of money they don't want us to see, because that 1% means something. It could literally shut the whole business down, because back in the day with music, we'll be just like the music industry. It's rappers out here right now, young rappers, they worth $30 million. You don't even know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got money because they're getting their streaming money. You know what I'm saying? But somebody had to fight for that. You know, the Jay-Z and Nicki, you know, they had to, hey, Snoop, all in, why are we not getting this streaming bread? The Temptations is making more money now than they did when they was hot.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Like, that makes sense.
Whoever owns the music,
they making more money now on streaming downloads than they did when they was on tour in the 70s. You see what I'm saying? That's because streaming it's a totally different ball game. But back in the day, y'all know in the 90s, everything was about the record label. Yo, he with No Limit, he with Rough Rider, he with this. That's who had the money. The artist didn't have no money. Now the artists don't need the label. The artists like, go download me, stream me on all platforms, I'm out. Okay, cool. They fans fuck with them, they gonna get breaded up. So if that happens in the acting world, it's the same. They bread us up, we don't need the studio. So it's a whole different ball game out there right now. So I'm okay with the raises that we got.
What you trying to do?
Right? But the streaming was the big issue. And it's tough for them to keep track of it, because they're not wholeheartedly convinced that they're going to give them the books. You don't know if they're going to give them the books. So they was more worried about the AI, which I understand. You know, I understand the AI, but it's here. The Matrix is here. So it ain't really nothing that you could really do about it. You just got to be able to hire the right lawyers to protect your contract when you sign your contract, that they won't just take your likeness and run off. Because one thing about black people, man, we have culture. A lot of people don't have culture. And I done played ball all over the world, and they love black people culture, period. I don't care where you go. Korea, I'm in Korea with with Koreans with braids and tattoos and do-rags and jerseys like they Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? On everything. They say nigga more than we do in the hood.
Wow.
It's cool for them.
Yeah.
And you could be in a whole nother country like, wait, what they say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling
you don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
bro.
I promise you. You know, like, even when, like, even Samoans, like, you go their culture, they say, you know, they got jokes. Oh, my nigga, ooh, my nigga. What you mix when you got a Samoan and a nigga? You got some more niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got no matter where you go though, they love our culture. I'm telling you, it's just, I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Yo, he said some more.
yeah. I never had heard that before. And I was just like, yo, what? You got some more niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
But it's just different. You know what I'm saying? You go to I go to France. I'm in Paris playing ball, and I'm in the club, and then yo, my nigga, woo, but they don't understand no English.
Right.
Don't understand no English.
But they know my nigga.
They know nigga
in Paris.
Right. They know nigga, and it's cool. It's like they want it. They love our culture, no matter where you go, and we create trends. No matter what we do in the ghetto, we create trends. We spend more money than other races on different stuff.
That's a fact.
And everybody follows it.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So they know that they can't give us that much money to create.
Yeah, because it'd be
They
ridiculous.
put the money behind us.
We wouldn't need them.
Yeah, they put the money behind us. They're good. They're good at managing the money part of it. And as long as they could do that, everything is good. But you just, you know, it's just now you just got to find your niche and see what's happening. You know, you go to this project, you go to that project, and you just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like
my favorite project that you probably did was Never Die Alone. What was it like working with DMX?
it was different. X, rest in peace, was a cool dude. He was hella cool.
Yeah.
But it just was, it was nigga-ish, I could say that. Because, okay, and I can say this because I'll never forget one night we was filming downtown LA, not too far from here. We filming, and X always played with his little cars. He always had the hobby shop. He loved his cars. So he like, yo, I'm tired. We keep filming this fucking scene. I'm finna go back to my trailer for a minute, man, and I'll be back. But he kept telling me earlier, like, yo, they having a party in Jersey. Grandpa said,
New Jersey?
Yup, he was like, Grandpa, Cuzzo, all them want to go to New Jersey. They want to go to this party. This shit gonna be crazy. You should go. And I'm like, nigga, we in Cali. It's like,
He's saying in Jersey. It's
like 9, 10 o'clock at night. We filming. Yeah, but it's gonna go to the mall. It's gonna go, like, it's late. We good. Like if I took the jet right now, I'd be in New York in like an hour. We good. And I'm like, damn, it's
California, what?
on a private jet, yeah, because they get there faster.
It's about
It's about an hour, a little bit over an hour. Yeah, he was like,
My
we'll
budget
be
need
there.
to go up.
Yeah, he was like, we good because it goes so much faster. And I was like, nigga, we at work. Like, we're at work. We're filming. So I'm not even know how distorted he is. Maybe he high. I didn't smoke, drink, nothing. I'm watching them smoke and drink every day. Yeah, and he offered a Louis the 14th. You know what I'm saying? So they chilling. His whole crew there. Everybody good. So I start hearing the little cars. Then they stop. But we still on set. Like, what this nigga X at? They done left.
They went.
Them niggas shook. They weren't answering the phones, nothing. Them niggas went to Jersey, went to the party. So we had to shut down production for the night. So I'm like, fuck, I heard about working with X, man, that when you do shows or you do a film with him, you gonna get paid extra money because it's never gonna finish when it's supposed to finish. Right. You know what I'm saying? He got a fund that he put to the side because he knew y'all wasn't gonna finish when we were supposed to be finished. Because he was that just sporadic. He just lived life. That's just what he did. He was spur of the moment. If he wanted to go do something, he was gonna go do it right then and there.
Wow.
And so them niggas literally left. They had to shut down production. I was pissed because I was supposed to do an episode of The Practice that week. And because I was on the show, they had first priority, so I couldn't do it. I had to cancel it. So X came in my trailer probably like a week later, like, yo, son, I'm sorry. I heard you ain't make your money on the show that you was supposed to go do. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm just had him cut you a check for whatever you were supposed to make on it,
it.
and I apologize, my nigga.
Wow.
But I had fun at that party, nigga. I told you shit. I was like, this nigga's really chill, but he was cool. X was a good dude. He never forgot you. Like, he never forgot you because I ran into X probably 10 years after we filmed it in North Carolina. He was filming a vampire movie or something he was doing down there, and I was walking through the alley, and I lived in the same building. And somebody had to, you know, when you in a small town, I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina, so they like, yeah, DMX out here, he filming some movie. I'm like, oh, word, oh, that's my nigga. I'm gonna pull up on him if, you know, if I see him out or whatever. I tried to call, the number I had was dead. So I just happened to be walking to go get me some tacos, and I walked through they set. And he saw me, and he was like, yo, Draino, what's good? I was like, oh shit, what up? I'd say what's up to all of them. He's like, yeah, y'all remember him? Never Die Alone. So my man's right here, woo. But he never forgot. Like, but he just was a, I just say sporadic dude.
Let me ask you this: you ever met Pac?
Oh yeah, I toured with Pac.
Oh, okay.
Pac was on the soundtrack for Sunset Park.
Oh yeah, that's right. Did you?
What song you had quickly?
High Till I Die. Yep. High Till I Die.
Did you try to audition for Above the Rim?
No, that was before I was acting.
Oh, it was before you.
Yeah,
Like
before I was acting.
93.
Oh.
Yeah, so that came out right. That came out like a couple years before we even filmed Sunset Park.
Oh.
Cause I remember I went and watched it, and I was like, oh damn, this movie's so dope. Then when I got to Sunset Park, the dude that played Kurt on Sunset Park, he was in Above the Rim.
Yeah.
What was it like? What was Tupac like?
Another sporadic dude.
Oh my
What's
God.
the difference between
Yeah,
Pac
like,
and
was it?
DMX?
Well, Pac was more. He was more like conscious of like what was going on around us, so he would always like school you on shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Pac was a real big schooler. Like, yo, you got to do this because this. And you don't do this like this, a target on your back. You got to understand it's a target on your back. So he was more conscious and like kept you like,
preaching.
Okay, yeah, he was definitely that. But when it was time to turn up, he was gonna turn up. I used to party with them, and that was different. That was different. I'm talking about like Fat Tuesdays. That it was a ritual. Fat Tuesdays was on Tuesday. You know, we go do that, then we leave there and go to Paradise 21, which was the club. You know what I'm saying? And this is where all the Lisa Rays and all the porn stars, and you know what I'm saying? This was like back then. It was totally, Hollywood was totally different. But I was only like 19 at the time, and then Herb the Entertainer, he was the one that was doing all the promotion. So he basically kept us in it, even though we wasn't even old enough to get in the club, but he kept us in the clubs to the part where we partied so much from 19 to 21. When I was 21, I didn't want to go to clubs no more.
Damn.
I'm not even a club dude now because I partied so much. I got so burnt out so fast. I was at everything. Hollywood is a different animal. When you got the Soul Train Awards, then this after party, then they after party, then the Red, you got to step and repeat on Wednesday, and then they doing this, and then this company's doing this, and and you out every night. Even when you ain't got no projects, you ain't making no money. You just like, nigga, I'm spending money every night to just hang out. Like, I don't want to hang out no more. I don't want to hang out no more. I ain't go out nowhere. So my cats be coming out, yo, Twan, we doing it? Nigga, I don't know. I go play dominoes in the hood. You want to go to Compton? We go over there and play. It's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? There gonna be no shootouts or nothing, but you get some liquor. Yeah. They got plenty of weed. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of shit talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do. I never was a Hollywood dude.
What was your favorite movie?
Favorite movie to do? I would say Coach Carter was probably my favorite, just because of the atmosphere that Sam Jackson created for us was totally different than any. They say the bigger the star, the more asshole they are, and that's not true. The bigger the star, the less asshole they are. Oh, really? They're more humble. I never forget it. Sam came and knocked on my door one day. And was like, yo, come on, motherfucker, it's time to go to lunch. I was like, all right, I'm coming, man. I'm coming. That's what he did. He didn't say that. He didn't say That's how he get down.
Motherfucker's his favorite word.
That's what I'm saying now.
So we walked to set, and you know how on set they have it roped off, like this is where the extras sit, and this is where they're at. That nigga walked in, he was like, we standing in line. He was like, did somebody get shot in this motherfucker or something? Why the police tape all up like this? And it was hot as hell outside. We filming in Long Beach. That nigga said, oh, they got the, hell no. That nigga snatched all that shit down. He said, I want to make an announcement. We work together, we eat together. And why they ain't got no fucking ice over there and it's hot as shit outside and they got lemonade with no ice, everybody get in the same fucking line and we gonna eat. If it take a little bit longer, then that's what it's gonna be. But we about to work together for about 5 months, so everybody is treated equally. I don't want to see this bullshit no more.
Wow.
That nigga set the whole set down. I was like,
That's power. That's beautiful,
yeah,
man. I
he
fucking
did that.
love that.
He did that. Like, you can't do nothing but respect that. He was like, yeah, we gonna see these people every day for the next 4 or 5 months. So I'm not about to put myself on no pedestal like we better than them. No, we work together. We need them just like they need us. And that's how Sam got down. That's how I was like, damn, that dude's humble. He's a humble dude. Like, real humble.
Yeah.
But like I said, the bigger the star, the more humble they are. It'll trip you out.
Well, I feel like that translated into what your movie did. You know what I'm saying? Because he shut this shit down like, nah, we got to do this a different way. You know what I'm saying?
When I did that, it's just, when you do independent films, and you know everybody don't have a budget.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they just trying to get as many people as they can to help them out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, when you bring in a big actor, all we have is our performance. Right. But if I'm in the scene with your cousin and she don't know what the fuck she doing, she's gonna make me look bad. Yeah. So now other producers in Hollywood is gonna say, oh, this is terrible. So if the project is terrible and they can't follow the acting, like, even the movie don't even have to be shot that well. But if you got good actors and good sound, people will follow it, be like, yo, that shit was good. Like Fruitvale Station. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
They was all shot cheap, but you had good actors. They could follow the story. You had good sound. You know what I'm saying? They make you look good. And so as an independent, that could. It's not like a Tubi movie where they shoot, this nigga fall out and then blood hit the screen. It makes you look bad. So when it makes you look bad, that's all that we have as our rep. So a lot of independent producers don't understand that part. So that's why we be like, nigga, give me 30,000. If I know I got to deal with the bullshit, I'ma deal with the bullshit. But I'm gonna be paid for dealing with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna come I'm be here on time. All that. You know, I'm gonna deal with all the drama that y'all got me to deal with. It's cool, but at the end of the day, when you on screen, that's what you have. So I wanted everybody in the scenes with me to sound as natural as possible and actually learn something at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They can learn something.
You changed the whole shit, though. I ain't gonna front when you did that.
Because the rehearsals was so fluid. The rehearsal, we rehearsal, and everybody just talking. They like, yeah, I don't see them girls. I don't know none of them. Yeah, me neither. When they da-da-da-da. Then it's action. When I seen the girls, that ain't it. The rehearsal was good. The shit we shooting is terrible. Let's not do that. Do what you did first. Let's let it sound good. And then that's when it didn't sound natural at all. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, so, you know, we don't want to look bad like that, because then other producers start going, well, he's struggling. We could just offer him 5,000. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like a dude, I just did something for them. They hit me up and they wanted me to do this movie. And he was like, yo, you should do it for the love. And I said, man, let me ask you a question.
Easy, bro. I know it's funny.
Yeah, I said, let me ask you a question. I said, so you went to, he said he graduated from Yale. He's like, yeah, I graduated from Yale. And I'm a principal and I do this and I do that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I said, so you got your doctorates? And he was like, yeah. And I said, damn. I said, so you got your doctorate? I said, let me ask you a question. Would you work for $60,000 a year? He's like, hell no. Right. I said, why? He said, because I got my doctorates. I paid my dues. I went to school. I did this. I did that. I said, did that. I said, oh, so you won't do it for the love? Right. I said, that's what I did. I paid my dues. I did this movie, that movie, this show, that show. And you want to give me $1. Word. I'm supposed to do it for the love, but you won't take less than 60,000. I said, so you got to understand, you got to look at it. The world is different for us too. We built our resume in order to get paid for the fruits of our labor. You built your resume for going to school. When you did this, you took all the proper steps to get paid to where you should be taking no less than $250 a year with your credentials. But when you come to me, this is a hobby for you. This is my career. You want to pay me hobby money.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do that because it's gonna make I'm losing money to leave my house. But when I get home, can I tell the light company I did a project for the love to keep my lights on? No, they want to check. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So, whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? But you at the end of the day, like I said, you mainly have you got your reputation and you got your performance. That's all you have as an actor, period. You have nothing else. I mean, think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
If an actor come on set and he an asshole, you telling other producers, yeah, he was an asshole, I ain't working for him. That's his reputation.
Yeah.
You got your reputation, but some might say, but he was really good. Okay, cool. So that might
balance it out.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if he was an asshole and then you put him in a scene with your cousin and your cousin was trash and now he looked trash, he done.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody hiring him no more.
Yeah, because the production...
He don't want to do it. The production value is trash.
Doesn't equal the talent.
We did some nigga shit, and we did the nigga shit, and it came out just like that. Like, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I've done my fair share of independent movies. I help out cats, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just did one primary position for my little homie, Hypno Carlito in Chicago, OTF. I would have did that shit for free. They're my little homies. You know what I'm saying? But he listened. And he went and did the right stuff. He did everything right. I said, damn, that's big that you did that, because now everybody will come back and fuck with you because you did certain stuff to do it. And he wanted to be the lead. Right. And he was, and he actually did a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? But he surrounded himself with a lot of people, and he was humble enough to take all the constructive criticism that he was gonna get. You don't usually run into that in the business like that. It's usually, I'm here, and not me, and that's one thing I pride myself on. I never show up like I'm bigger than everybody. Woo, woo. Right. But if I could teach you something, I'll try. You know what I'm saying? Just from my experience, because I hope you could show me something from your experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be open, because you don't know what walk of life people come from.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I learned a lot here listening to you now just now.
Word.
Yeah, I done did some crazy shit, plays with no props, and we got an audience, and we don't even have no props. We don't even have no set. We just on stage. What? Niggas pocketing all the money. They shit is way different.
Along those lines, what was the craziest experience you had being an actor?
Okay, like I said, that play I did, they had all these tour dates set up, right? So we was like, okay. So everybody was just asking about when we get paid, when we get paid, when we get paid. And so I like made a comment like, look, everybody, let's just work, and then we're gonna get paid. Just work. Let's get this shit settled first. And, you know, now we need to worry about the other side first. You know, I had ghetto people, you know what I'm saying, that was there doing the play with us, and I was the lead. So I was just like, okay, listen, let's just do this, and we all could get our money or whatever, right? And we had the opening night, and I think we was in Dothan, Alabama. We had the opening night. The line was around the corner. I'm like, oh shit. But I'm like, do we get to like do a run through? But we got to the set, it was just the stage. It wasn't like, you know, when you go watch a Tyler Perry play or something, he got a set, he got the living room. Yeah. Nigga, we had nothing. It was just nothing. When I say nothing, I mean the stage. Oh my God. And when we was rehearsing, they had this door, and the door was on 2 strings, and it said mall on the top of the door, and it was open. I swear to God, I can't make this shit up. And so, with the curtain open, and then the fucking door just, like I'm telling you, you just sitting on stage and there's nothing on stage, and then you see this door just hanging, and then the door just starts coming down on 2 ropes, and it hits the floor, and then all us walk behind it, and we walk through the door. So this is where we at, the mall. I swear to God. And like, so I'm trying to talk to the girl, and I'm like, yeah, let me get that for you. And then I hand the dude some money. But this is what I handed them. And she was like, bro, you a big baller? And I was just like, I know, I got it like that. We had no money. We had the pantomime money. And all we had was they travel. I'm like, did they really bring the door? That's all we had in Atlanta, and they brought the door all the way to Alabama. And this is all we had. The people was laughing so hard, they was like, yo, that comedy was so dope. And we were just sitting there like, I'm laughing too. This shit was trash. And we had some big names. Latavia Robinson was my she was my co-star on Destiny's Child. Yeah. So I was like, oh fuck. I was like, what have we done? Like,
what did I sound myself?
Yeah. we had a whole tour dates. We had like 20-something tour dates scheduled. I was like, bro, we're not gonna make it through 27 tour dates. Our career is over if we continue to do this shit. We did like 6 or 7 of them though.
Wow.
And they were still selling them out.
Wow.
I couldn't understand, but motherfuckers was like, that shit was so funny.
The comedy.
Did it get better?
Like
It was not a comedy though. It wasn't a comedy at all. It just was. They was just looking
Looked like
like
y'all meant to do it like that.
like
these
satire or some
these
shit.
niggas really have nothing.
Hey,
They
did
just
y'all get
here.
better with your lines and stuff like that? It's
Oh
all
yeah,
about-
yeah. We just, every night it was
Yeah, 'cause
different.
y'all not talking.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing on it. No
I
problem.
react. I'll stop in the show and somebody will say something in the crowd. They'd be like, he ain't even got no money. Nah, that's what the same shit I say. I keep going like, yo, we would just interact with the crowd and shit. But people was laughing so hard. I was like, this is some bootleg shit.
Yo, what did the producers say? Like what?
They was Hollywood. That's the shit that tripped me out because we was like, they was really walking around like, yeah, you know, the production, you know, what we do with the. I was sitting there looking at their interviews like, nigga, really?
There was no production.
Like, we got the same shit we have in rehearsal for the show. We ain't got a set. We don't have nothing. Y'all selling tickets though.
They brought the door. They brought the door.
If you like it, you can get the door.
Then he bounced all the checks. So when they had to cancel the tour, he started writing niggas checks. All the checks was bouncing. Me, I'm smart. Fuck that. I'm from the hood, nigga. I know all about the, you know, the
janky
scams.
promoters.
I'm going straight to your bank. Now I handed that check to that lady. That lady said, wow.
No,
I
thank
was about to put it in my account, then it bounced, then I owe the money later.
Right,
So I went straight to his
too,
bank. She was like,
right.
that lady looked dead at that check. She ran it through the thing. She said,
baby.
that was one, but that was one that we didn't get paid. He ended up paying me my money later. But it was another one I did called Roller Wheels, and we did that in LA. The poster was good, everything, and then I was playing basketball for Magic Johnson team at the time, the Magic Johnson All-Stars. And so Irv was like, he called me and was like, little man, because that's what he called me. He's like, little man. I like, what up? He said, man, some lady came into my office early, and she was like kind of schizophrenic, but she was hella excited. And she said she got a movie with you, and she want me to put it in the theaters. So I did it. I said, Irv, did you watch it? He said, no. I said, nigga, you just killed my career. I was like, what you mean? I said, watch it. I said, I'm looking in the Sunday Times, and you got it says Roller Wheels, clear as day, with all the show times. Nigga, you got it loaded up in the theater.
They took care of you.
I said, if somebody see this, it's over for me, man. He was like, no, little man. He said, but the poster looks so good. You was big on the poster and everything. I said, man, listen, that lady was crazy, but she had some money though. That's the crazy part. She hit me up, wanted me to do the movie. I started hitting all my friends. I had Wesley Jonathan, Shar Jackson. I was calling real actors. My boy Ken Lawson. Everybody was in the movie. I called so many actors that I know. Omar Gooding. Everybody was in it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in. I called all the homies. Hey man, this lady got some money, man. She said, shit, give us $1,000 a day. Just come do this little roller skate movie. So it was like, it was a cross between Friday and Roll Bounce. Lady of Rage was in the movie.
Oh my God.
We got a whole lot of good people in the movie. Cause I was like, she got some money. But the production was so ghetto. Call time was 8 o'clock. We all be there, all the actors there, everything. We know we doing a pirate project, meaning, you know, we gonna sit in our cars and chill. That lady wouldn't show up till 2 p.m. Nobody with a camera, nothing would show up till 2 p.m. We've been in our car since 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
And she'd show up like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I'm late. But it was just crazy this morning because I had lost my fried chicken skillet and then
right.
This bitch for real? Like we was like after the like second or third time we knew she was serious.
More than one time.
Yeah, it was every day. She was late. It was a couple of times when we was like call time 8 o'clock and he was like, I ain't getting there till 12. We'd get there at 12, they still wouldn't be there.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But all her checks cashed.
Wow.
Every single one. And she put this movie together and they had a premiere for it. And I was like, there's no way we shot that much footage to have an hour and a half of any content. There's no fucking way. Man, she had all kind of shit in that movie. They had nothing to do with it. I swear to God, you would just... the scenes was like, you would see the bus on the corner of Crenshaw, and it said clear as day, not in service. She had the bus, and the bus would be there for like 3 minutes on camera. So we just sitting there looking, and we in the theater like... It just was the bus for like 2-3 minutes. I swear to God, I can't make this shit up. You would see it.
You got another comedy on
And then it would cut, and you would see us running. And then in the cut, and we be in the skating rink. And now we're in the skating rink, and the skating rink's supposed to be crowded, but it was only like 6 of us. So she said, y'all good, just stay close. So we all trying to skate with 6 niggas, but apparently, so she act like the camera couldn't see behind us, like it was nobody else in the skating rink on the floor but us. But it was 6 people, and we were just, and then it cut to some girls twerking. And we'd be like, oh my God, who the fuck are they? Like, when did they come? We ain't never seen them on set. But it would just cut to that, and she was just like, the movie is so good, it's so funny. And we was at the premiere like, oh God, what the fuck?
What's the name of this movie?
Roller Wheels.
Roller Wheels.
I can't find it nowhere.
I know you don't want to find it. I know you don't.
We can't find it nowhere. I promise you, nowhere. You go look that shit up. And it's WHEELZ.
Oh, wow.
But it's a poster. I got a poster at home. But when I went to Magic Theater to see it. Cause I was filming Coach Carter at the time. That's what's crazy part. We was filming the final game, and I was on set, and that's when I saw like, Magic, are you really serious, my nigga? Like you putting this out? He's like, I just did it for you, little man. She came in. Bro, you gonna kill my career? No. Earl was like, I'm sorry, man. I thought I was supporting. I said, you are, and I appreciate it. But please, watch it. Just watch it. Oh my God, watch it. I said, fuck it. I'm going tonight. I'm going to watch it tonight. And some of the cast, I was telling them about it. They was like, Twan, you lying. I was like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck she got. She can't have more than 30 minutes worth of footage. How do we even have a movie? Because she just shut production down. Like, we just gonna take a break and we'll just come back to filming in a few months. And we was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden she had the whole movie done.
Wow. Man, we got enough.
We was like, what in the hell? Man, and so Texas Battle and a few other cats that was on the show, like Rob Brown, his crazy ass. He wanted to go just so he could fucking talk shit about it. Channing, everybody went though. They all went with me that night to watch the shit, and we was just they was like, bro, so you think Rob Brown said, well, this might kill Coach Carter because you did this shit and you a lead and this is gonna make us look fucking horrible. I was like, no, ain't nobody else gonna never see this shit. I'm getting Magic to pull the plug. It's not gonna play it. Wasn't nobody in the theater but like 2 people and us. Wow. It was like, oh God, yeah. Yeah, I done did some pirate projects.
Oh my God.
I damn sure done did some.
Yo, what's next, man? I mean, you're doing they about to hate you for a little bit doing that what's the name movie?
Well, I'm doing that. That's for sure. I'm doing it's really good. I think it brings a lot of awareness to what little girls go through. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's raised in that type of environment and they don't talk about it enough. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that's gonna be good. So that's one main reason. You know, because like as you get older, you know, I've been my wife 20 28 years, something like that.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
congratulations, man.
And then
That's
like
phenomenal.
you hear about stuff that happened when they was kids, and you like, oh shit, damn. And they survivors, they real survivors, but nobody never talks about it because in the black household we was always taught to shut up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't bring everybody in our business. This is what's going on. But you got a fucking pedophile in your house,
Yeah.
and nobody know that. You know what I'm saying? So I got kids, so I would want to know that type of shit. That's just me
Yeah, for
personally.
real.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like for a lot of girls it happens, and a lot of they don't talk about it enough. So I want that little girl to share her story. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be I'm gonna be as close to that mean motherfucker as I could possibly be, because that's really what she endured and what she went through. So yes, I want to do that. I'm going to do that because we need to bring awareness to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, period. And you know, because everybody shouldn't have to grow up like that.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
all.
You know,
Nobody should
that
have
was
to
a
grow up
different
like that.
time,
Yeah.
and shit happened. But that don't mean that it was right or it got to keep happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you got to look out for that next generation and bring awareness to it. You know, One Tree Hill come back, you know, when they announce it or whatever, cool. I'm rocking and rolling, but that's definitely in my plans to do that and whatever else comes, because we've been on strike for the last 8 months. And then before that, we had COVID for 2 years, damn near. So it's a lot of people that got projects that they've been trying to do that's just that wasn't doable at that time. So now it's a lot of stuff that's coming up. So, you know, people gonna be reaching out. Audition's gonna be coming in January. It's gonna be audition after audition because you've been watching this reality.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't watching no good
Yeah.
TV, no good shows except for
The few that was still
the few
there.
that's on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 50 got his little joints cracking.
Yeah.
And, you know, a couple other people that got, you know, shows on, but other than that, it's really nothing
Yeah.
that black people are watching right now besides the BMF Chronicles or you know what I'm saying? Or the
Can't
Power
wait till that come on.
Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really no good black shows that's really on TV right now.
Yeah. Yo, Bug, you got anything?
Yo, you know you my guy, bro. We talk all the time, you know what I'm saying? You taught me so much about the shit that you was going through and putting me on to what goes on in the industry. So I really appreciate you, bro. Even for coming through and being humble, you know what I'm saying?
for real.
Man, it's nothing.
Wow.
It's nothing.
G, you got anything?
No, man, appreciate you coming by to the show, man. Thanks for asking, man.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
doubt, no
yeah,
doubt.
Bug, no, that's my man. So you know, I never forget when I got to New York and I was out there. They treated me good, so I was just like, oh no, these some good dudes. And then, you know, then they grew up with my boy Scar, so it was like,
that's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
That's big bro right there.
Yeah.
So,
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he'll tell you when he was living in Marcy, and I was already on TV. Nigga. I wasn't staying in no hotel. I was in Marcy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I was at Marcy.
Wow.
Then everybody knew me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, Scar, what you got cracking? Yo, Draino, you coming to the crib? Yeah, I'll be at the crib. All right, I'm gonna go get some chicken. We're gonna fry that up. Yeah, bet good. He's like, I like you, son. You know why? Because you ain't like them other niggas. Like them other niggas like, yo, you live in Marcy? He's like, yeah. Well, can you meet us over here? Right. He's like, you was like, yo, how you get the train over there?
Pull up.
I walked and everything. I was like, yeah, this is cool. People was noticing me on the corner, like, yo, are you the dude from the movie? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what you doing over here? I said, my mans live up in the building, so and so. They helped me get in and everything. I was like, I'm comfortable there. You know, I never been to Marcy, but shit, it's a project. I'm from Cabrini Green. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's the same.
Legendary.
They connected like two other projects next to Marcy's. It seems like if you're from somewhere outside, they look like it's one big long project.
Yeah.
You got Tompkins and something right next to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It just tripped me out because I seen so many BMWs and Benzes and shit outside the Marcy Project. I said, these niggas all got something going on.
Oh man, we
said,
gotta look
I'm
good
at
in the
home.
hood, but we still gotta look good.
Yeah, I was at home. I was like, I ain't paying no $200 a night to stay in Manhattan. I'm coming to Marcy.
Facts.
Y'all got the bodega on the corner. I can go get some food late night if I want to eat
Right
something.
right in pocket.
Yeah, it's all in my budget. I ain't gotta get no steak and filet mignon. I don't even eat that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm
Chinese
good.
restaurant. Some
Yeah, that's it. I got all the cheap, good stuff. Good, wholesome, unhealthy, good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Prime, you got anything?
Nah, I just used to hate on him because he used to. I think he did that movie with the Woods where he worked with Lisa Ray, Christine Milian. Who else was it? Melinda Williams. He had everybody on that one movie.
I did. Fine. Oh,
and at that age, bro, I was like, damn, how you work with all four?
I did. We used to look at Lisa Ray so crazy. She just looked
she was
like
bad too.
Yeah, he's still there.
And I traveled with sis for years. I used to be like, damn, Lisa Ray so bad. We used to be on her bumper. And then Christina, she was too young at the time. So it was like, we was like,
yeah, you little sister.
She bad, but she, how old are you again? I can't do that. But we was those dudes back then, you know what I'm saying? So we was, you know, we could fuck all them girls because they was our age. You know what I'm saying? They just was, you know, but like Lisa Ray was older than us, but we was still little eye candy to some of the older chicks too. I didn't hit a few in the game. Trust me. I didn't hit a few. I didn't hit a few head honchos. I don't speak on them, but
yeah, that's a fact.
We did that. Y'all probably wouldn't even believe half of the shit I tell you, but
I believe it.
I believe it. Because you gotta ask you, but I believe it.
I'm gonna ask you when the camera's on.
Yeah,
you gotta think about it like this. In Hollywood, when you have celebrity chicks, they have security that's paid to keep people away from you. So who are around you? We around you.
Right.
So we the only people they could talk to. And girls is different. Once they feel like you a friend and you cool and then they open up a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because they have no life outside of that. They can't go to the mall by themselves. They can't go over here by themselves. But, oh, you gonna go with Twan? You good. And then when they out with us, we getting that, we could get all that love from all the chicks. Security letting us take pictures with 20 girls.
You ain't going to the puffy parties, did you?
And then we, hell no. That's some different shit. I got invited to one and it was, that was way weird. I was like, what? They offered me a lot of money to come, but after that I was like, wait, fuck no, I'm not going to
They offered you money to come to the party?
It was a week, somebody had hit it, they had hit me and Kennell up on Twitter. And it was like, how do I book you? And I was like, well, my agent them don't have my Twitter because I had just like kind of started it, but they followed us. They had hit me, Lorenz, and Kennell up from the Parkers. So I was like, Ken, people hitting us up, they want to book us for this shit. So the dude just like DM'd his number and was like, hit me up, woo. I'm Puffy's assistant, They introduced themselves, so I had my people check to see if it was real. They was like, yeah, it's real. They sent a contract, $35,000. I said, for what? $35,000? They was like, to just go party. It was in Miami, it was for a week. We were supposed to go party. I was like, cool, that's what's up. But the dude who kept calling us, he started asking us all kind of weird shit, saying, and I was like, bro, listen, I'm good. Like, what's your price? I don't have no price, nigga. I'm a ghetto nigga. I've been broke all my life, nigga. I ain't got no price, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, what you gonna do? Oh, you gonna be broke this week. So, that just get more top ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna compromise none of my shit. For what y'all got going on.
It was type of question.
It was asking us some weird shit. I never forget that. I was like, man, I signed an NDA and all that. I don't want to. I'm not doing none of that, bro. I'm
That's
good.
ill. Wow. I didn't know they get paid for that though. Like that.
It was like it's supposed to be. Well, the way it was bought to us originally was just like an appearance fee. Like he want to make it star-studded, and everybody's gonna be coming, and then they're gonna pay.
Try to do now too, right?
And then I was like, yo, that shit sound fun. Y'all wanna go? Nelly going, he going. Yeah, I know them niggas. Let's go. I ain't never go.
That's good. That's good.
So I don't know what happens. I just heard a lot of shit.
You just know it's weird.
And I'm around, and I done been to certain shit that I know certain shit happens, and I seen it. Firsthand, I've seen it. So when Cat Williams was talking there, like, is that Professor Ogilvy? When he was saying all that crazy shit, he wasn't lying, because I was at the party that he was at.
Oh my God.
So,
yeah, but I heard about him. I heard about that anyway.
it's just different. It's drugs, man. It's a lot of drugs. Motherfuckers' mind get distorted. They party different. That's all it is. I mean, you know, to each his own. I don't judge them. I let them do their thing. It ain't my tea. But that's why I'm not a Hollywood dude. I'm not around that. You know what I'm saying? Like I come when I need to. If it's work related, I come. If it's not work related, you don't see me hanging out. It ain't my tea. I play basketball. I play dominoes. I go do this. I go do. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's my life. If I go to comedy, I go to the comedy club, or occasionally go to a little bar or lounge or something. Right. Other than that, that ain't never been my life to be around the who's who in Hollywood. I never been that dude because I didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't. You know, like I said, the hood was my home. So that's where I was at. Everybody like, yo, you know who you are, nigga? You on Crenshaw, Washington? Nigga, I used to live around the corner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I lived on Bronson. Oh, damn, okay. Oh, yeah, we ain't know that. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, but make a move, nigga, I might sock you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really was on that. You know what I'm saying? But we was in the hood. But, you know, I was able to move a certain way to where it was like, by the time, like, they notice you already gone. Yeah. And they're like, I think that was dude. That was that nigga. Oh my God, woo. But I'm gone now. But I move around. You know what I'm saying? They don't have certain shit in the hood that they have where I live at. So I'm gonna come frequent the hood to get what I need, and I'm going back.
You get that good food. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's a fucking pleasure, B.
Oh, it's nothing.
I gotta give you that one more time, man. We in your neighborhood, man, and this shit was fun. This LA, this shit is dope, man. I gotta come back out here, man.
LA, I like LA. It's getting it. Well, before, like all these years, I never really thought it was that expensive, but I'm seeing now, like with the economy going up, this shit is getting expensive out here. You gotta be able to, you gotta make a certain type of bread to live out here. So it's like
New York, New York.
Yeah, that's just like New York.
Like being in New York.
This is the Thanks for Asking show. Antwon Tanner, Detox Jones, Bug Out, G-Vaz, Prime Focus. We out. Peace.
Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm Antwon Tanner, and I'm on the Thanks for Asking podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go cop that merch and everything else.